This is the Amex Gold Card in traditional gold, and this is the Amex Gold Card in rose gold. And it's my sincere hope that whichever of these two interests you the most, that you do watch this video all the way to the very end, because while there are some people who should get this card, there are many others who probably shouldn't. And you might be one of them. Now, I'll be honest here, the Amex Gold Card is a great product itself. It's got a strong rewards program, awesome benefits, insurance protections, and more, all bundled up together that can really benefit a lot of people. But just because the card can be good on paper, that does not necessarily mean it fits into your lifestyle. But before you rush out to apply for this card just because it looks cool, or because the marketing is so alluring, or because it's made out of metal, or it's shiny, or worst of all, because other people have it, let's go over a few things here about the darker side of the Amex Gold Card. That way you'll be able to make a much more informed decision. The first reason why you may want to avoid the Amex Gold Card is because the points are best for one thing, and that one thing is flights. Allow me to illustrate this directly on Amex's website. When you go to the rewards and benefits tab, you'll then be able to see the different ways to redeem your points by category. The first one here on the left-hand side is called Cover Your Card Charges, which is Amex speak for cash back as a statement credit. Right below that, it shows you how much your points are worth for that type of redemption. In this case, 10,000 points would be equal to $60. That equates to each point being worth 0.6 cents each. In other words, less than a penny. I'll also just mention that as we move along here, anything less than 1 cent or 1 penny per point in my world is not a good value. The next redemption option is called Pay with Points at Checkout. So in this case, 10,000 points is worth up to $70, meaning it can vary from one partner to another. But taking the best case scenario, this gives you 0.7 cents per point. Option number 3 is to redeem your points for gift cards. This one is 10,000 points equaling up to $100. So that would be a full 1 cent per point if you're able to get a gift card at that value. But whenever you see that up to phrase, that again means they can vary. The fourth option is called Book or Upgrade Travel, where you're literally booking a flight, hotel, cruise, or whatever it may be related to travel, or using your points to apply toward an upgrade on a flight you've already booked. Here again, 10,000 points can be worth up to $100. That would be the full 1 cent per point again, or less. The way it really works out for the most part is that your flights will be 1 cent per point. Sometimes the upgrades for those flights too, but those upgrades are only on select participating airlines, not all by any means, and most of them are also international. So very limited use for the upgrades. Then going forward for other types of travel like hotels, the rental cars, cruises, those are all going to be less at around 0.7 cents each. Moving on to the fifth redemption option called Transfer Points, and this will give you a massively variable value here. It even says 10,000 points equals varies by partner. Getting less than 1 cent per point is very possible, and getting more than, in fact, way more than 1 cent per point is also possible. It can vary hugely here based on the partner you choose, the itinerary that you build, and a number of other factors. In fact, if you want to learn more about the world of transfer partners, I have another video dedicated to that topic. It's more of a beginner's guide that covers a lot of valuable info. Highly recommend to check out that video if you want to really have a nice deep dive and further your understanding about how to use this feature to your advantage. And the last option shown here, called Go Shopping, only gives you $50 for every 10,000 points redeemed. In other words, 0.5 cents per point, or a half of a penny. I don't recommend this. Reason number 2 why you may want to avoid the Amex Gold Card is that the $120 dining credit is very limited, although it does sound great on paper. Let's dive into the details. The first thing that you'll notice here is that it is not a broad dining credit to use at whatever dining establishment that you fancy. Rather, it's only for the select partners. At this time, as I'm making this video, it's valid at Grubhub, the Cheesecake Factory, Goldbelly, Wine.com, Milk Bar, and select Shake Shack locations, and enrollment is required. So do take a very good look at all 6 of those merchants right now and ask yourself, if I didn't have the Amex Gold Card in my wallet, would I already be shopping or dining at these places and spending my money there? If yes, then great, this will work out in your favor without a problem. But if not, if you're gonna have to change how you eat, or if you don't eat out at all and now you're gonna start doing so, well, you're really just spending more money that you probably wouldn't spend anyway. So Be very cognizant of that. Then taking a big splash into the fine print here, you'll realize that the $100 credit is not issued as $120 up front to use however and whenever you want. Rather, it's earning up to a $10 statement credit per month. It also excludes Shake Shack locations in ballparks, stadiums, airports, rest areas, museums, and racetracks. I also want to make very clear that this credit, issued monthly, expires every month. That is, it does not roll over. So if you want to accumulate them over time, let's say you didn't eat out for 2 or 3 months, you would not have $20 or $30 to then go use. It's only $10 per month. You don't use it, then you lose it. Now, as we keep moving along here, for all the reasons why you may want to avoid the Amex Gold Card, there are some people who probably should apply it, and I'll mention those to you at the very end. And if you happen to be among those people, I'd like to introduce you to today's sponsor quickly here, as they are a great way to manage your Amex Gold Card plus all the other cards you may have as well. MaxRewards is an app that allows you to manage your credit cards, rewards, and benefits all in one place. This includes seeing when your bills are due, tracking your sign-up bonuses, monitoring your credit scores, and more. On the Activity tab, you can view the transactions across all your cards to easily see where you've been spending your money, including the value of the rewards you've earned across different categories. Then the Best Card tab helps you identify which card to use for different purchases. That way you can earn points or cash back even faster. And perhaps my favorite feature is the Benefits and Offers dashboard, which you can unlock with the gold level of MaxRewards. You might be familiar with Chase offers, Amex offers, Bank America deals, and others. These are like digital coupons that provide you with additional savings and discounts on top of the regular rewards you earn. Each time you sync the app, all of your offers will be activated automatically, including the hidden ones from Amex that you didn't even know about. In fact, my Amex Gold Card showed 162 offers that were ready to go thanks to MaxRewards. So if you'd like to try MaxRewards, use the link down below in the description to get the gold level entirely free for your first month. And now back to the rest of the video. Let's continue on with reason number 3. The $120 Uber cash benefit may be worth less than you think, and it also may not fit into your lifestyle. Let's start with the first point about it potentially being worth less than face value. For this example here, I'm going to use the Delectable Egg restaurant in Denver, Colorado. Now on the left-hand side, you'll see the in-restaurant pricing as I move along through a couple slides here, and on the right-hand side will be screenshots from the Uber Eats app if you wanted to do a delivery or a pickup order at the same restaurant. Looking first to their Denver omelet, that costs $13.75 in the restaurant or $14.25 via Uber Eats. Their oatmeal almond pancakes with strawberries cost $11.50 if you eat in their restaurant or $12 if you order via the Uber Eats app. And we also have here the Florentine chicken crepe that was going to be $12.99 in the restaurant or $13.49 in the app. So here we're seeing a 50-cent increase for all of the Uber Eats pricing, and this can vary from one restaurant to another based on what the owners want to do for listing their goods or services on the app. I've seen 50-cent increases, I've seen 75 cents, I've seen $1, $1.50, and even more based on the location here. So just because you're getting, $10 of Uber cash a month, that might be worth, $9.50 or $9 or $8.50, depending on where you actually use it. Also, don't forget about the small order fees, delivery fees, tipping, and any of that stuff, especially if you're doing an actual delivery to your location as opposed to a pickup order. Here are the terms for the $120 Uber cash benefit. This one is also issued as $10 per month, although rather than being up to in case you don't use it all, it's just given to you all up front to then apply to an order. So you do get the full $10, but just like the dining credit, this one does not accumulate or roll over either. It will expire every single month, so you can't save it up. Let's check out reason number 4, the fact that there's no $0 fee downgrade path. This graphic will help illustrate what I'm talking about. You see the Amex Gold Card there in the middle of the screen with its annual fee of $250. If after you've had the card for a year or longer, you decide that you no longer want to keep it and you want to upgrade or downgrade to another card, you can only go up to the Amex Platinum with a $695 fee or a true downgrade to the Amex Green Card with an annual fee of $150. And this can be somewhat of a bummer because a big reason why a lot of people like to do product changes is to get into a different card without having to apply for a new card or open up a new account. Therefore, if there's no hard inquiry or no new account being opened, there won't be any change to your credit score. So if you had the Gold Card for a while and now you want to get out of it, but still preserve all your payment history with American Express and the age of your account and all that good stuff for your score, and again, that relationship with Amex, you just cannot go down to a $0 fee at this time. So keep that in mind, especially as you're working on getting your first Amex card. And the final reason, number 5, why you may want to avoid the Amex Gold Card is that the groceries at US supermarkets category is very restrictive. There are 2 parts to this. The first one is that the limit for your earnings at the 4 point per dollar rate on these groceries is $25,000 per year. Now that is over $2,000 a month on food, which sounds like a crazy amount for some people, but think about the context of a family with kids, especially if everybody likes to eat a lot of food, that actually can go pretty quickly. So that's more of a smaller downside to the Amex Gold Card. A lot of people won't hit that limit, but it's the first part here to be aware of. The bigger part of the restrictions here that will apply to more people include what you see here on this screen in Amex's terms. First of all, as in the name of the rewards category, it has to be located in the US for the supermarket category to be triggered. Part 2 here is that a supermarket must offer typically a wide variety of food and household products such as meat, fresh produce, dairy, canned and packaged goods, household cleaners, pharmacy products, and pet supplies. Directly below that, however, it says superstores, convenience stores, warehouse clubs, and meal kit delivery services are not considered supermarkets. Reading on a bit further, it also gives you some examples of merchants that accept the Amex card where you can earn 4 points per dollar, including places like Aldi, Fresh Direct, Gelson's, Hy-Vee, King's Food Markets, all the way down through Winn-Dixie, and that is not a complete list. And expanding upon what we saw earlier, some examples here of merchants where you will not earn the extra rewards. Excluded here are specialty stores like bakeries, butchers, cheese shops, fish markets, etc. Also superstores like Target or Walmart, warehouse clubs like BJ's, Costco, etc. Convenience stores like 7-Eleven, and meal kit delivery services like Blue Apron, Freshly, and HelloFresh. There are plenty of people who buy their groceries at the likes of Target and Costco and things like that, so ask yourself what your typical habits are and if the Gold Card makes sense for where you shop, because for a lot of people, it may not work. All right, so here's a summary now of all the things that we covered in today's video that you want to be aware of when you're deciding if you should pull the trigger on applying for your Amex Gold Card. And to help you make the decision even easier, I'll answer the question directly of who should get the Amex Gold Card. Well, people who buy their groceries specifically at US supermarkets, who eat out at restaurants regularly, who spend at the dining credit partners every single month, and who use Uber and Uber Eats every month, because those two help you earn back most of the annual fee on their own. And then lastly, for those people who want to earn travel rewards for flights. And with all that said, if you enjoyed today's video and believe it could benefit other people, then please help me get it in front of them by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on those notifications. Also, check out the links down below in the description area to earn some more cash back when you shop online through Rakuten, to sign up for MaxRewards, which is a great app to manage multiple credit cards, rewards, and benefits all in one place, and to view my site with some great credit card offers that I've organized into different categories to help you find the cards that you like best. I thank you all for watching today's video. Hope it brought you some great value. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and while you're waiting for it to be published to the channel, always remember that you are great.